What's up, racers and collectors? CB here. Got a little something different planned for you today. Steve from Chase Family Racing reached out to me recently. He says, hey, why don't we do a channel visit channel kind of event? And I said I like it. So I sent 6 of my fastest cars to him. He raced them on his track, and by the way, if you haven't gone to his channel and seen his track, it is big, it is fast, it is competitive, and a lot of fun. So check out his channel, subscribe to him. So we raced some of my cars on his track, and he sent me 6 to race on mine, and that's what we're gonna do today. He sent some pretty fast models. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up, but we're gonna try. Let's pick out 2, put them head to head, have a little fun today. Okay, I thought this would be the best matchup to start with. He sent me this really awesome Ford Escort with the laser wheels, and it's going to go up against my BMW, which for the longest time was my fastest car. Both are cabriolets, both have tow hooks. Mine has the starburst wheels, he has the laser wheels. Let's see how these two do together. Really good speed from that Ford Escort and those laser wheels, 2.93 time. By the way, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go and watch the races at his track with the cars that I sent him. I told him I'm probably going to be in trouble. I tested these cars before we started shooting, and I told him, I said, I'm going to be in trouble. He sent some fast cars. So we switched them up on the lanes. We're going to send these two down again. Alright, that Ford Escort, pretty consistent times with both cars, but both of those were Matchbox. Now we're going to put a couple Hot Wheels on the track. He sent me this awesome 30th anniversary Talladega Hot Wheels stock car, weighing in at 42 grams. I'm going to put it up against what has become my fastest car, the Soul Air. Let's see what these two can do. Wow, that 30th anniversary Talladega NASCAR Cup car just quite possibly posted the absolute fastest time I've ever had on with any car on this track. So Steve definitely brought his A game. Not sure what happened to the Soul Air. By the way, these cars aren't modified in any way. The only thing that we've done to them is graphite the wheels. But we switched them up. We're going to send them down again, see if we can beat 3.8 or 2.88. Well, you saw that time, 2.86. That is the fastest time I've ever recorded on Frugal Rock Raceway. So, I've got the exact same model too, still in the package. I'm going to have to break it out. Maybe somebody out there has something that can beat that time, but it's going to be tough. Okay, moving on. We're going old school on this one. And I'm trying to be extra careful with this one. We got an old Blackwalls Corvette Stingray. And I'm going to put it up against my T-Bird Stalker, which did win one of the races on his track. So let's see what these two can do. Wow, we got even more speed too from that Corvette Stingray. Nearly a 45-year-old car, I think. By the way, Steve is a master at getting speed out of these cars. And we're going to switch them up here. Don't think my T-Bird Stalker is going to handle this Corvette, but it is fun to watch that Corvette go down. Here we go. Just a tick slower for that Corvette, but still pretty impressive times. Let's move on to a couple Mustangs. I've got a 69 Ford Mustang Fastback that Steve sent me. I believe that's from the Fast and the Furious. That thing weighs in at a whopping 60 grams. I'm going to put him up against probably the fastest Mustang I have, that Butterfinger Mustang. See what these can do. Oh, I didn't think anything was going to beat that time from that Talladega car, but this Mustang says hold my beer, 2.83. Now the fastest recorded time on this track. We've switched them up. Let's see if it can beat 2.83. Well, the Mustang wasn't able to beat that 2.83 time, but man, what a fast car. Really cool. Now, for something completely different. Steve sent this huge Johnny Lightning. It's the F-Series tow truck. Weighs in at 58 grams. I have not raced a lot of Johnny Lightnings on my track. I'm going to put it up against my Praying Menace with the FTEs. Don't know if it's going to be able to tackle this big F-Series truck, but we're going to find out. Let's send him down. A little bit closer race that time, but that tow truck is the fastest with a 2.96 time. But this thing is just beautiful. The detail on that truck is amazing. We switched them up. We got one more race after this. Let's see what they can do on this round. Last race here. Steve sent me this beautiful Matchbox 62 Corvette with the laser wheels. Now, I was gonna race that against my split decision, but I haven't been real happy with its performance lately, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's take the exact same model, this time with the Starburst wheels, and put it up against that one. Exact same model, different paint job, different wheels. Let's see how this goes. I do love the sound of those old Matchbox super fast wheels. believe these are from, I think, right around 1990 or so. But we've switched them up. Let's send them down one more time. So I definitely had a lot of fun racing these models, and I want to thank Steve for sending these out and showing me how it's done. But we're not done. Steve also sent me some other cars too. What we're going to do is we're going to take these cars, race them against the ones that won today, and he also has a couple modified cars. He wants to see what kind of speed they're going to get on my track. So stick around for part 2.